Hi, Mike here. Today I'm going to be talking about the ILIA Topuria situation. He posted today a massive statement that we will read through and break down today. We're also going to be discussing the news that Alex Pereira will not be fighting on the Whitehouse card, which I think is a surprise to us all. But let's start off with ILIA Topuria's Instagram post and sort of what we've been talking about surrounding ILIA Topuria recently. So he posted in December 15th, so that was probably last night or something, he said, "Over the past several weeks, I have made the difficult decision to temporarily step away from defending my title. This was not a decision I took lightly. However, when the circumstances arise that threaten your personal integrity, your family, and your reputation, there comes a point when you must address them directly. In recent months, I've been subjected to severe and unacceptable pressure, including threats to disseminate false allegations of domestic abuse unless financial demands were met. These allegations are entirely unfounded. The truth is not a matter of opinion, it is a matter of evidence. All related evidence has been carefully preserved and documented, including audio recordings, written communications, witness statements, and video material. This evidence has been submitted to the appropriate judicial authorities in order to pursue legal action for attempted extortion, falsification of evidence, misappropriation of funds and personal property, and multiple threats. My initial decision to remain silent was made solely to protect my children, who are the most important part of my life. However, I have come to understand that silence under these circumstances does not protect the truth. It allows false narratives to take hold. Many individuals have faced similar situations, and my time again, the legal system has ultimately clarified the facts. Today, I'm stepping forward not only for my family and for myself, but to demonstrate that no one should be forced to yield to intimidation, manipulation, or fear. Those who know me can attest that I have never engaged in violence of any kind, and that my life and career have always been guided by discipline, respect, and integrity. I have full confidence in the judicial process and will allow the legal system to determine the facts based on evidence. And out of respect for my children and the ongoing legal proceedings, I will not be making any further public statements. I respectfully ask that speculation be avoided and my family's privacy be honored during this sensitive time. The truth does not require volume, it requires facts." So, pretty big statement there to unpack from ILIA Topuria. I think all of us knew that there was some situation behind the scenes where his now ex-wife accused him of domestic violence, which obviously is a pretty serious accusation there. And since that accusation has been made and since the split between the two of them, ILIA Topuria has been on ice. We've seen the interim lightweight title fight being made, and I know a lot of us were really confused at the time why it was being made, but we've obviously been clarified since then with ILIA Topuria coming out and saying, yeah, it was because I couldn't fight on this date, I'm going through all of this. But what this seems to say to me here is that he's going to have to step away for a lot longer than we thought. I don't know where it actually says it in there, but it says that he will need to... Sorry, I'm just still trying to find it. That he will have to step away temporarily from defending his title. So what that could be one of two things. Either he's vacated the title entirely, which is what he did when he was going from 45 to 55, or he's going to be able to hold the division on ice until like the end of 2026. So we hope it's not the latter, but it very well could be. I think as soon as this statement was issued, there should have been a notice going out to everyone that fight for the interim lightweight belt should be the undisputed belt on the line. No doubt about it in my eyes. Honestly, I really think it should have been that. And maybe we do see that over the next 12, 24 hours. Maybe I'm just jumping the gun. But if the UFC do put the entirety of the lightweight division on ice, one of the biggest and best divisions, that is going to be one of the most detrimental things to them and their future of the lightweight division. We've seen how much it killed the heavyweight division, putting Tom Aspinall on ice for that long. And you just cannot do that yet again with ILIA Topuria. So I think that they're going to have to strip ILIA, and they're going to have to make the Gaethje versus Pimblett fight an undisputed title fight. They're going to have to. And if they want to really win over the fans, make Arman Sarukian fight the winner. If Ilya's not going to be back in the octagon next year at all, you have to make that fight next. You have to do Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett winner versus Arman Sarukian. This is sort of like, it's cementing that this could be like an international fight week main event of, it could be like a Paddy Pimblett versus Arman Sarukian for the vacant, or for the lightweight belt. It's crazy that this fight between Gaethje and Pimblett could be for a vacant lightweight belt. It already felt weird that one of them was going to be holding the interim, let alone the undisputed belt. So, really weird there. I am nervous what this is going to do for the career of ILIA Topuria. Having this massive of a break in the middle of his athletic prime, when he really has ramped up to his athletic prime, being at 155. I hate that there's all of these distractions for him here, because I don't know if he's coming back and he's going to be as sharp, as clean, as well practiced, as good shape. Like, there's so many variables that this is going to now throw into the next fight that he comes into. And it's just a bad situation for him. Now, let's move on for the Alex Pereira situation, where he said that he's not going to be fighting at the Whitehouse. Crazy. This could mean one of two things in my eyes, though. It either means that he's definitely not fighting John Jones and he's fighting Carlos Solberg, and they do not want that fight on at the White House. Or it means that he might be, like, stepping away or something. Like, he's already had some arguments in the past with the UFC, and that's when he deleted... that's when he posted about the Instagram where he wasn't going to come back, apparently. And maybe this is another one of those type of things, but I don't really strike Pereira as being like a half in, half out type fighter. So this is a weird one for me to see here. And I especially think from the UFC's perspective, if anyone's going to be on UFC Whitehouse, it should be Alex Pereira. He's arguably the biggest star in the UFC. He was able to regain his belt back. And I just don't think that he should be, like, snubbed of this opportunity if he wants it. Because no one in 2024 put their hand up to fight more than Alex Pereira. No one. And even if he lost at UFC 313, he still did the company a favor by beating Ankalaev out there. So I really don't understand why they wouldn't do this. But bit of a shorter video today. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Do you think they should strip ILIA Topuria? Let me know. And why do you reckon Alex Pereira isn't fighting at the White House? I would like to find out. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comment section below. As always, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.